Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from SportsbookReview.com. This is the Monday opening line show for NFL Week 10. Today is Monday, November 7th. Of course, we give our picks and take a look at the opening lines. Now, Mike Brenner, okay, the Sharps went 2-2 last week. Yeah. I went 4-2. And, you know, when you have a bad week in any sport, we slam the hell out of you, right?
Yeah. We do. Hey, you know, I own it when I lose, Pistol. You know that.
So I don't feel at all guilty or blowing smoke up your ass by congratulating you on an 8-1 week in the NFL last week in our show.
Mike and it ain't Brenner, over yet. I got an under tonight with 44.
That's right. You also have we were on that one as well. And your one loss last week was the one that you went head to head with me on.
Yes.
I took the Giants. You took Philly.
You beat me twice last week head to head.
Philly though, maybe they should have won that game. I mean, they played better. They kind of shot themselves in the foot many times.
Yeah, but no, congratulations to you because you beat me in college on that one and the NFL.
You went 8-1 in the NFL last week, and that brings your overall record in the NFL in these shows to 48-34, which is quite impressive. Mike Brenner. Yeah. How do you feel about week 10 right now?
Can you do
it again? You
really,
think so?
really good about it, Pete. I think there's some sharp spots, and I want to add one on for tonight's game, so I don't know how it'll affect the record. I have the one pending with the under.
Yes, we both have the under 44, and I also have the first half under 21
and I believe it's dropped down now too. The total. I had thought someone said it was 43. One of my Twitter followers.
Oh, okay, I'll have to check. Let me see. I have
but what I was wanting to do,
it is 43. Wow.
Okay, and that's a good move on our end. I like that.
Yeah.
I like Seattle tonight on the first half, so I want to add that pick.
Okay.
Will that go on last week's record?
No, that'll go on. Yeah, that'll go on last week's record.
Exactly.
So it's
3.5.
Okay, it's -6 right now. Yep. I don't have the first half pulled up here.
I just looked at it. It was 3.5, and I love it. I think they're just a better team than the Bills, and I think right now that seat is too hot for Rex Ryan, and I think Seattle's going to get it done tonight on that first half, Pistol.
All right, so I will check after the show. I'll do some deep line shopping to see if I can find a major book with -3. If not, I'll give you 3.5.
Okay.
And again, we're both
major line shopping.
We're both on the unders. All right, now let's see for Thursday. Some interesting situation. There's a few that I did bet. Actually, not as many picks that I liked as I normally see, and they're all totals this week.
All the production team.
Yeah. All the ones that I liked. It was 3 or 4 totals that I liked. Should we start off with my totals? All right.
Take it away.
Okay, this is one that I'm thinking about. I'm not sure if I like it. I want to get your feedback here, Mike Brenner. The Thursday night game, Cleveland-Baltimore. Now, we saw what happened with the Cleveland game last week. I gave the over 47 as a pick, and it went up to like 48.5 or 49. Beat the hell out of that line movement. Yeah. Of course, it lost, and the Thursday night game, I'm leaning over again. Flacco's back, of course, and I think that the short week will, in this spot, affect the defense a little bit more. Baltimore has a new offensive coordinator, and he's looking to prove himself. I'm kind of liking the over 45. I did bet it, but I could see this one. I could see myself, giving 45 here. The line closes at 47.5, and it winds up going under by 10 points. But what do you think?
I like that. And also, Hugh Jackson, the coach for Cleveland, the pressure's on, man. The pressure's on. So offense is going to be the only thing that's going to get that team their first win. Yeah. And I think that, Baltimore years past, when they come off a big divisional win, they kind of take a breath, and their defense usually pays for it. And they're coming off that big win with Pittsburgh. Yeah. I think this could be the spot. And it was 40. What was it, 45?
45,
I wouldn't talk
all right,
I
can pull it back any other time during this week. So I'll give it over 45. Minus 110, I guess.
And I got no say on that game as far as sides. I just got to stay the hell away from it.
All right, then another one that I bet, and this is Atlanta is a team that you've had a great read on, Mike Brenner. It seems like you cashed with them like 3/4 of their weeks, and their game against Philadelphia. I took a shot. Atlanta's off a long week. I did take a shot, even though it's a high total. I mean, you see Atlanta and their totals come out like 49, 49.5. But you look at their past performances. Their games in like the 60s, 54, like 5 straight games going to at least 55, stuff like that. I bet the over 49. It's now gone up. 49.5. It's now gone up to 49.5 juiced or 50. What do you think about the over in that one?
I would absolutely not take you off the ledge on there because Philadelphia is going to put some points up. There's no doubt about it. And Matty Ice is in his zone. He's liable to put up 40 himself for real.
Yeah.
This team's liable to put up 40 something or plus on Philadelphia, and I mean that. I've got the Falcons on this one too. But before we get to that, what was the number again
for the total?
Yeah,
49. I got 49.5. Now it's up to 49.5
usually
or 50.
Up in the 50s. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Pete, I wouldn't talk you off that.
The problem is there going to be something different? Is Philly going to be able to do? No. Will Wentz be at least okay?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will, and I think that Atlanta knows enough that their defense has their holes and their plugs, but they know that offense can make up for that. So therefore, I don't see them pressuring so much on defense.
All right, and you know what else? Games like these, the total tends to go up. So if I'm liking an over in a game like this, I'm more likely to pull the trigger on it early in the week.
Exactly.
So I will do that. I'll take over 49.5. And if I want to take it
analysis.
back later in the week, I might be able to take under at like 51 or something like that. But you say you like Atlanta. That's how I was leaning as well.
I
Tell
got
us
them on
about
the
that.
first half and the full game, Pistol Pete.
All right.
So
I was leaning that way as well, though. It's actually pick 'em or plus 1.5 market wide. We can give you a plus 1.5 minus 150.
I want to pick 'em.
You want to pick 'em?
Yep.
It'll be minus 105 at Pinnacle.
Absolutely. I want to pick them in the first half. I don't care what it is. We'll give you the bookmaker opener.
Okay.
I see the Falcons beating this team maybe by 10 or more, buddy. I'm telling you. Philadelphia, they had that hot start, but shit's getting real, as they say, and I know that's my team, but I'm not impressed. I mean, the Giants literally just pretty much had them the whole game. Philadelphia did not take advantage of the situations where they should have, and it's just a young team.
And
People
Atlanta,
forget
more
that.
to me, I was leaning Atlanta as well, not so much as a fade of Philly, but as just Atlanta just seems like they're so locked in.
Yeah.
And
on our show that we did for the fantasy sports this week, I said Julio Jones going to have a big game. By God, he sure did. He was tearing it up, baby.
Yeah. All right, Mike Brenner, you have any other picks for us?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I want
let's
to start right here. I love this play right here.
Okay,
Carolina. I love them on the first half, and I love them on the full game. Kansas City is just that team that there's something going on with it. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of the Packers. But Nick Foles isn't the answer, and if they bring Smith back, I'm telling you, his defense is going to be too much for him. This is another one I think could be a double-digit win. What's the full game, Pistol?
Well, this is one I was scratching my head about as well. I was actually leading Carolina as well.
Yep.
It's a minus. The best line we can get, it's -3, and the best money line we can give you is -114. So -3, -114.
Yep, I love it, and I'm also going to give the bookmaker first half because Carolina is picking up momentum. Riverboat Ron is a good, he's just a damn good coach. He's going to have his team ready to go. I love it. That's a ticket casher. First half and full game, go Panthers, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to wait to look to see what the injury, because both these teams have some significant injuries,
Yes,
and I'm going to wait to decide what I think about that one.
I just
later
think
in
the
week
Chiefs
to
are a
find
whole
out.
different team on the road as well.
Yeah,
There's,
and they've definitely got some issues. Just the injuries seem to really be affecting them. And last week, they got way outgained by the Jags. It's just not a good
Jaguars.
situation.
They did too. That was crazy.
All right, then there's one other game. Let me get your opinion on this one, because I'm not exactly sure what. Okay, now Green Bay at Tennessee, right? Now Green Bay, something's up with them, right?
We were just talking to a guy in the front office about this earlier, and I'm telling you right now, I saw an interview at halftime, when the coaches run off the field and the hot-looking chick says, "Hey, coach, you guys just got your ass kicked. What are you going to do different?" McCarthy had no words. He was stumbling. This guy is so lost right now. They got to make a change, and Green Bay's the type of team, they won't make a coaching change midway, but after this year, if they don't make a change, this team is definitely going to be missing the mark, because I'm not impressed with them at all, Pete.
Now, I'm not sure. I was leaning Tennessee, but I was more leaning, I think, to the under. But Tennessee has had like a bunch of games going way high scoring. Mariota can put up points, and Green Bay, I know, is banged up defensively. I'm just feeling like this is a game where it's going to be more conservative offenses on both sides. Under 49. What do you think about that? Do you think
I wouldn't talk you off that, because I don't think Green Bay's going to come out firing away. But I don't know. Tennessee looked like a mess, though, and I cashed going against them this last weekend with San Diego. That was just they pounded. But
another
in the second
game
half,
that
though,
went
they
way
put
over.
a bunch of points. Exactly.
And just Tennessee has had game after game after game.
You know what, Pete?
And
where's that game at?
It's in Tennessee.
Oh man, you might want to pull the trigger there. Yeah, because you got a Green Bay team in trouble.
I'm going to hold off for now, just because, and this is a classic example of what I was talking about before, because it's this kind of a game with this kind of a line. I think the total is going to go up, regardless if it's a good play or not. So I think I'm going to wait to see where the line move goes, and because I'm leaning towards the under, I'm going to wait and see later on.
That's why they call them totals Loshak, baby.
That's right. All right, Mike Brenner, anything else you want to get?
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it.
This team's going to roll again. They cashed a quarter, the half of the game for me. I'm talking about them Chargers, and I love it versus Miami at home. All right, I think Miami's a little overvalued. Not in a bad, not. I just think right now they're not as good as what I don't know. Well,
they got Tannehill leading him, and he's a guy who can blow up a game at any point.
Yeah, exactly. But I love the Chargers on this. I think the momentum will be huge, and they started out on fire last week. They're going to do it again. I want the first half and the full game. What's the game sitting at?
All right, the game is 3.5. We can give you 3.5 minus 108 would be the best line. The Greek does have a lean to San Diego at -4. In the first half, you take the bookmaker opener.
That's it, bookmaker opener. I love it. Chargers going to keep it rolling. Go Bolts, baby. Yep.
Okay, nice call on that one.
And I got one more.
Okay, let's hear it.
And I'm going to probably add a teaser during the week, but I am going with the Cardinals first half.
Okay.
All right. This team absolutely needs a big game, and what better team to do it? You now got a coach coming in that they're talking about coming back to Oregon, which he says he's not interested, but trust me, he's going to be out of San Francisco sooner than later. They're going to blow this team out, but I love the first half. I think that's where the advantage is, so we're going to give the bookmaker opener. What's the game sitting at right now?
Right now it's 13 or 13.5, so the first half half should be about 7
Sure,
solid. That one
absolutely. I
probably
love
won't
it.
move
I
too
see
much.
this a double-digit lead at halftime as well. I love it.
All right, and then I guess there's one other play that I have to give, and because it's an over, I'm going to have to give it. The Giants-Cincinnati game opened 45.5 or 46, and I was leaning over. I cashed with the Giants on the over last week, and I think I'm liking the over again here at 47. It's a little bit of a high total. It's creeping up there. Cincinnati can have a good defense, but I'm thinking the offense is on both sides, or maybe not. I mean, can the Giants' offense be reliable week in and week out?
I think. Well, I don't know about that, but I think last week that Beckham picked up some some confidence, and him and Eli seemed like they were on the same page a hell of a lot more. I think they can score points on this team, and I know Dalton and company can bring it. Man, Pete, I might have to jump
I'm gonna throw on
What's it sitting at?
Well, it's over 47, and Pinnacle has minus 105, so I'm going to take that. Over 47, minus 105. That's another pick for me that I'm going to add. And is that it for you, Mike Brenner?
That's it for me, baby. But I'm fired up to keep the momentum
going.
No
opinion on the very, very interesting and maybe 10-foot pole Dallas at Pittsburgh game. Well, we can discuss that later in the week. We have to look into a lot of research.
But I am impressed with this Prescott. This kid, I'm telling you, they proved me wrong. Him and Elliott, my hat's off to you. Doing a hell of a job. You know what? I heard that Aikman, Irving, and the old Jay Novacek, the three of them got together and said, God, this looks like something that we used to do.
It's amazing. With Romo, they were just like a good fade week in and week out, and sometimes they'd cash. Now it's a total opposite. They're a good bet week in and week out, and sometimes they don't get it done.
Guess what? Guess who sticks his mouth out again? Not the coach, because he's not allowed to talk. Jerry Jones says, Romo might be in there this week. Are you fucking kidding me? I hope you do it, and I hope it bounces back and slaps you in the face, Jones. Get the hell out of there.
All right, Mike Brenner, I think that wraps it up for our Monday opening line show for NFL Week 10. Of course, we'll be covering individual games and giving picks updates throughout the week, and then on Friday we'll be back with our review, recap, finalizing our picks. Mike Brenner, 8-1 in the NFL last week. Congratulations. Hope you make it 10-1 tonight.
Hey, Pete, I love our job.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.